Alright, what's up YouTube? We're here at Rivals with the Gladiator Beastmaster, Raymond Harrington. What's up?
I still love hearing that.
I mean, you are. You've been playing the deck for, what, 2008?
I've been playing it for a long time.
So, yeah, we did this profile once, but it's split into 3 parts, so we're
doing it again.
Yeah,
so
we're redoing
all
this.
in one part.
So hopefully this won't happen again.
But unfortunately, still my other champion pack bestiary won't be until tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it is max rarity, but
yeah,
it won't be 100% till tomorrow.
Right. All right. Let's get into this.
So your best normal summon. Play 3 rescue rabbits. I mean, kind of common. You know what it does. Brings 2 normals from the deck. Then the normals that you bring from the deck are Ondal.
Needs to be super still.
Needs to be a super.
Never gonna.
Or an ulti. I'm not a judge.
I don't see about ulti, but I see super. I see super. I think ulti's a little too far. Konami, hurry up.
I can dream.
It and comeback. Both supers.
Yes, please give us supers. Then your one-ofs, you're going to play the Atorix. She's an elemental hero Prisma. She just dumps one and copies its name and level. So she helps you facilitate getting into Tamer Editor quicker. Darius, he's your Monster Reborn. I've thought about maybe bumping him to 2. He is a really good normal. He's a 17 beater. So other than Ondal, he's like your second best just normal beat over something, go into battle and tag out. But he helps you facilitate your Union Carrier plays because you just summon him out of your hand with Augustus, bring back the Ondal that you had from the Rabbit, and then that's an instant Union Carrier for whether you wanted the Buster Lock or if you're trying to make the Infinite Negate loop.
Yep.
Then you have Aqueist. He's like one of my all-time favorites. He just fetches a Glad Beast card back from grave as long as it just says Glad Beast in the name. And then we get back into the higher levels. You play the one Noxious. He's a Foolish Burial, but he's also a hand trap. If your opponent tries to declare a direct attack, you can drop him, and he can't be destroyed by battle with that battle. And then, of course, that triggers his effect because he battled and he shuffles back and gets you a new one. But
yep.
He also dumps one. He's a Foolish. Then your second, basically, hand trap is Vespius. At the start of a damage step in the Gladiator Beast Monster battles, he can summon himself and buff everybody on your field by 5. Not just Glads either. Buffs everybody on your field by 5. Again, he's mostly just another different art typing and everything for rejection so you can make your Tamer Editor. And then the last one is 2 Augustus. I don't like 3. 3's too much. About the only time I ever brick in this deck is when I see both of these in my hand. And then that's kind of really bad because you normally summon one from the deck to get the other one to summon something else. But he's your main way to make Tamer Editor. If you have a comeback in hand, though, and you still do draw both of these, you can easily just still get them out of your hand. That's why Comeback is one of my all-time favorite cards. Then we got the one pretty Champion Pack Bestiary, and then we got the Secret. Technically, the Secret's max rarity. Technically, the Secret's higher than Super.
Yeah, but the Super's more expensive.
Super's $60. I do have my other Super coming in the mail tomorrow, but this was the next time I was going to see Sean was today, so we decided to do this today. But you play 2 Bestiari. I feel like he's still really good, especially at 2. I don't like playing him at 1 because he's not on the ban list anymore, so I like to play him at 2. Plus with Eldritch and all these back row decks and everything, it's still really nice to play him because he does. And seeing 2 of them, you can make Geysers a lot faster and just help get rid of your opponent's board.
Yep.
The pretty part of the deck, I play 3 Test Tigers. It took me forever to get these ultis. But
I mean, I could make a comment and call you out on that, but I won't. They're not first.
No, those were about $20 more.
Oh, okay, fair.
I mean, still the same rarity. It's just not first ed because these were about 50 to 55 each. The first eds are around 70 to 80 each. So I definitely dodged a little bullet, but they're still the same rarity. It's still very pretty. Then the last 3 monsters in the deck are just some bullshit combos you can do in the deck. They're not they're not Glad Beast monsters. You got the Infinite Negate loop because half your deck is Winged Beasts, and it's not an issue for you to make this. Even after making the Tamer Editor and ending with Domitianus and everything, you can still make this.
Yep.
And Domitianus makes it where they can't interrupt your Infinite Negate loop. So, and then you play the Buster Lock because you can make Domitianus a 4,500 meter. And so many decks rely on their extra deck, like this one. If I get Buster Locked, it kind of hurts. But that's also why you play the Bestiari, so you can out the Buster Lock. Then onto the spells. One of the best spells in the deck is Gladiator Rejection. It's probably a good thing that this doesn't say Gladiator Beast Rejection, because then you could search it. But while this is face up on the field, your opponent cannot target your Glads with card effects, except during battle phase, which is fine. I mean, Domitianus does that for you. He helps protect your stuff in battle phase.
Yep.
And then when you special one from the deck, you can get an additional one from the deck as well. So it just helps you get to Tame Redditor a lot faster. This and Rabbit's full combo. I mean, Rabbit on his own is full combo. But this and Rabbit is full combo plus. And this and Unexpected Die is full combo. Then the best card in the deck. Monster Reborn at 3. A special one from hand or grave. It does not target, so that means if your opponent has a response to this, they have to declare it when you activate it. And then any monster brought out by this cannot be destroyed by battle. So that clause right there is hidden in the last line, and a lot of people won't read this card. They just think of it as a Monster Reborn. So I've sat on monsters before and just been like, okay, and they can't OTK me through. 3 Rotas. Or Glad Beast Proving Ground, Rota.
Yep.
It's their own personal Rota. These are first eds.
Okay, there you go.
These are the first ed ultras. These make up for the Test Tigers. Search is 1 level 4 or lower Glad Beast monster. Most of the time, you're going to search your Ondal off of it, or your Darius, or your Aquise. Those are the 3 main monsters I search off of this. All because they're just essential combo pieces that you want to be able to get. And then just generic spells, Monster Reborn, Succession. You just want to be able to make sure you can get your plays started and keep it going. They're just extenders. 3 Unexpected Dies. Again, full combo with Rejection, but it's also Ash Bait.
Yeah.
I have people Ash this all the time. And then I just resolve everything else. 3 Call Buys. I know a lot of people have been giving me crap on Sam's channel and other channels and stuff like that, all because I don't play Call Buy. I wasn't playing Call Buy previously because I didn't feel like the hand traps were as bad as they are now. With Numerons and all that now, it's made Ghost Ogre more prevalent. With Dogma, it's made Droll and Lockbird more prevalent. So it's just nice to have this now. Then the last spell card is Triple Tactical Talents. I like this card. This card is fantastic in this deck. Yes, I know you want to go first a lot with mine. If you lose the dice roll, though, and you see this, it's a very nice thing because 90% of the time your opponent is either going to Ash or Valor your Rabbit, or they're going to Ash the Test Panther, or they're going to Ash the Unexpected Die, or the Rejection. You have so many targets that are ashable that if your opponent ashes them, it doesn't hurt. And then this is also an out to Dragoon, because, if you could force the Dragoon to activate as negate, which isn't hard, you normal Rabbit, if they know what the deck does, they're going to stop the Rabbit. Then you just activate this, take the Dragoon. Then you can either beat over something with the Dragoon, or link it away into Test Panther, because it only takes 1 Glad Beast and something else. So it's a nice out. I might drop it to 2, though, because with 3, I was seeing it too much. Like, I would activate it, and then I would draw talents and something else. I was like, I don't need the second one. So I was seeing it just a tad bit too much. So with this one, if you can play it, play it. If you can't, play Ash Blossom or play Imperms. I used to main deck Imperms, but I'm main decking this now. So then we can go ahead and go on to the extra deck. Basic, 2 Test Panthers, the 1 Union Carrier, 1 Link Spider, because you play full fucking normals are your best combo. Also, if you get Nibiru and you have an Ondal in hand or a Proving Ground in hand, after you do your Rabbit and everything, then they Nibiru you, you can link the token away into the Link Spider, and then summon the Ondal from hand, and you immediately can make a Test Panther right there. And you can just redo your entire combo that they just Nibiru. It's just a good recovery play.
Yep.
Then last link 2 is IP. I made some changes though. I only play 1 link 4 now. I only play Appaloosa. I don't like the access code talker anymore. He's very good. He's not a bad card. I'm not saying he's a bad card. He's fantastic. He outs a lot of stuff, and the fact that your opponent can't respond to him is great. But in this deck, you really don't make him very often. He's kind of just a dead spot in the extra deck. Like, he doesn't out Dragoon because Dragoon can't be targeted or popped by card effects.
Right.
He can get bigger than Dragoon, but you got to try to get to him to out Dragoon. There's other ways to out Dragoon without having to try to link climb. So I just play the one apple Lucifer going first. Or if you make the IP Test Panther pass, you can interrupt your opponent like Spy Rage. But my Link 3s, I still play this because you play the Infinite Negate combo. Or you can just have it to kind of use just to stall. I mean, I sat on this in Mist Valley just for a free negate. And then I summoned my Augustus at their end phase and just went off. Because you do play a lot of Winged Beasts. And then the last one is Unicorn. I replaced Access Code Talk with Unicorn because the IP into Unicorn's a free shuffle on a card.
Yeah.
That, and it's just a good link for you to be able to link climb. Because you can't really link climb with this dude. Because it can't be used as link material. So I just kind of wanted something else to play. I don't like the Access Code Talk. Not anymore. It was nice. It was good. It helped me beat Eldritch in a tournament before when I went 4-0. But that's it. Like, it's just, I don't see it. You use your Domitianus and stuff more in this deck to kill your opponent than you do anything else. So I don't like the Access Code Talker much anymore. At least not for this format right now.
Right.
Maybe going into another format, I'll swap it out with something else. But for right now, I think I'm going to put it on the back burner. Then the best part, we'll get rid of this actually. You play one Exceed, you play Dingrisu, because a lot of times you do end on where you have just 2 level 8s out, Tame Redditor and Augustus or something, and you can make this, and it just protects your board. Or this also outs Dragoon, because it does not target and it sends.
Yeah.
So if you can force the Dragoon negate, and then you still make 2 level 8s, which is not hard in this deck at all, because you have 6 Monster Reborns. You just make this and send the Dragoon. So it's just a free out to Dragoon. That's why I did not take that out over the Access Code Talk, because I feel this is a better out to Dragoon. And right now, Dragoon is going to warp the format. So, best part, 2 Tame Redditors. It's the best card in the extra deck. Gives you everything else in your extra deck. Gives you all your Glads. It's 2 level 5s or higher. Can't be used as fusion material, so you got to remember that. That's why most of the time he's one of your level 8s, so you can just make the Dingus. He allows you to. He's a double evolution. He allows you to just cheese one out of the extra deck, ignoring some of the divisions. And then this is your main boss monster of the deck, is Domitianus. He got an ultra upgrade in the Megaton, which I was happy about. He's a monster effect, negate, and negates activation and destroys. He's also 3500, so he does rival Conductor in my opinion. He also controls the battle phase, because he has a continuous effect, like Colossus, that states that he can, you get to declare your opponent's attack targets. So even if they have a card like Conductor or whatever, you can force them to either crash into this and kill the Conductor, or you can just make Conductor attack the same monster. But I don't think Conductor can attack the same monster more than once.
No, it can't.
So you just literally you can sit there at a stalemate, because your opponent can attempt to attack something else, and then you can just change the direct, or you can tell him no, he can't attack that one, he has to attack the one that you're declaring, because it states that you get to choose your opponent's attack targets. Then you play my favorite Glad Beast of all time, just because of old school, is Geysers. I absolutely love Geysers. Whenever he's summoned, he pops 2 cards. He targets 2 cards and pops. He used to not target, which would have been great, but he targets now. They eradicated him and he targets, and that kind of sucks. But he's still good. I only play him at 1 because you can recycle him. Every time he's summoned, it's 2 pops. So you can straight up bring him out, hard make him with Geysers, or with Bestiari, pop 2 cards, link him away into the Wing Beast to do your Infinite Negate combo, or come back him back, or Monster Reborn him back, and pop 2 more cards. Or tag him out for a Tamer Editor just to bring him back and pop 2 more cards. I've popped up to almost 6 cards in one turn with him. It's pretty funny. He's one of your main go-tos when you're going second, because instead of summoning out Domitianus, yes, he's big and good, but Geysers can pop 2 cards, attack for 24, and then tag out for two things to make a second Tamer Editor, and then you can summon the Domitianus, and then you can also make the Dingrisu with an extra Tamer Editor.
Yep.
And then last is the beautiful Ulti Herculinos. It's pretty.
Yep.
He was hard to find. He's Spell and Trap Negate. He's not a once per turn. As long as you have cards to discard, he can keep negating. So he's really good to make up against a lot of the backward decks.
Yep.
And a lot of people, you don't need Laquari to make him. I have a lot of people commenting on my old videos, like, where's Laquari? You don't play Laquari because Tamer Editor cheats them out. He ignores the summoning conditions. So you can summon it without Laquari.
Yep.
And then last, we'll go into the side deck real fast. I play free Drolls. It's good against the Shaddoll Dogma invoked. It's good against Dino. They can't keep adding. 3 Cosmics, because Eldritch is still there, and so is Mystic Mine. Neat little fact, Domitianus' continuous effect does work under Mystic Mine, so they can't sit there and try to attack you under Mystic Mine. We play 3 Imperms because I still like them going second. They're still very solid going second. Especially if you know your opponent's kind of like you, where you normal rabbit and you go off. It's like Dino if they don't have the misc, or it forces them to waste the misc. 3 Lightning Storms. These last 6 cards are really expensive. If you can afford them, there's cheaper options. You know,
Right.
just play Twin Twisters or something. I mostly play this for the back row decks, or it forces a negate.
Right.
A lot of people don't like this card, but I really like it because it forces a negate. And then last is one of the best cards of the format is Droplets. Outs Access Code Talker. It outs Dragoon.
Yeah.
Because you can just straight outs Dragoon. And he can't even negate it because he can't respond to it. So it's so good.
Yep.
And then that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, you got any shout-outs?
Shout outs to you, Rivals, Sam, Bailey, Austin, and then just a lot of the people at Rivals. It's
All right.
a great community.
That it is. All right. Well, thanks for the deck profile.
No problem.